a lovely day out here today. I say lovely, it's wet as anything, and this guy doesn't know what two sides of a road looks like. Okay, awesome, never mind. Now I've got to speed up because someone's coming up behind me very fast. But that's okay. I don't particularly want to go too fast today, that's why I've taken these slower roads and the slower route. A bit longer as well. Just more time really, isn't it? Kill a bit of time, maybe get a time lapse while we're out here as well, while I've got the bike parked up, but we'll see. We shall see. Now, when it comes to like going for a ride and all that sort of stuff, common sense, la-di-da, so on and so forth, if you've got your mind on riding and the weather happens to be bad, it doesn't mean you don't have to go outside. I know for a lot of people out there, Lord forbid a speck of dirt gets on Daisy, but it's just one of those things. Dirt's going to be a contributing factor anywhere you ride, unless it's absolutely bone dry, and then you'll get like specks of dust and all that sort of stuff, which is well and good. So huzzah, never mind. Double check all my bits and bobs, make sure the audio is going to be about as good as it can be, which I think it will be. Hooray. If it's terrible now, it's not going to get any better. Although for this next bit we are going to slow down, which is nice. It's always nice. You're alright, bud, don't worry. See, regardless of what Van Man thinks behind me, there is no way I'm overtaking this bike, especially at a little junction like this. Although, when the road's clear, I'll give him a little thumbs up, wish him the best, and be on my way. Great, the van's going to be behind him now, he's coming out this way. Gosh darn it. Wait, this isn't a family-friendly video YouTube thing. Copper decided that. Suddenly my content's not suitable for kids. Fucking hell. Oh well, there goes that. But back to the point, don't allow the weather to determine whether you can or can't go for a ride. There are additional factors you need to consider when riding in not terrible conditions like today, but it's a little bit cold, a bit damp, you know, there's a little bit of moisture on the road here and there, a few patches, probably a few puddles along the way. So yeah, it's always worth, first and foremost, just slowing down a bit and just making sure you're taking consideration of your surroundings. Aside from that, direction. Well, you don't really need a direction to go for a ride, do you? Just go for a ride. That's the best thing about going for a ride, isn't it? Now, if you're one of these people who has like a set route planned, or if you're on holiday, for example, you want to go here, here and here. I mentioned this a few times already, but when I was in the US, I know, go on about it, Red, where's the bloody videos? Shush. Then, easy, Tiger, thank you. Then, yeah, you want to go set routes, you want to go certain places, and sometimes you are limited by the weather when you go along these routes. Maybe because of the change of season, maybe because leaves on the road, autumn kind of change of season, or just like general bad weather on that day. Maybe it's absolutely pissing it down. But we were really fortunate, we didn't have any of that. And the best day of all was, oh blimey, help me out with this one, Cockney. It was a Remembrance Day or something for the Americans. So as far as traffic was concerned on the road, very few people out, which was great. It means we could explore a lot more. But back on the subject again. I want to go that way. Oh, back brake round there to balance it out on the acceleration. There we go. Oh, bumpy bit of road there. Whoopsie doodle. Should have remembered that bit from last time. Never mind, as you can see, I'm not a professional rider, but we do our best, don't we? But yeah, weather shouldn't be a contributing factor unless you're taking like a set route and you're limited by what you can and can't do on that route. Other than that, just do what you want, do what you need to. If you're going out with a group of friends and half of them or all of them bail out, you can still go for a ride. For me, I prefer riding alone because it means I don't have to deal with anyone else or their bloody problems. Which makes me sound very antisocial, and you know what, I kind of am. I like it that way as well. As mentioned, means I don't have to put up with other people's issues and whatever, and if anything's going to bring my ride to a stop, it's going to be me. Sounds kind of selfish really, actually, doesn't it? Oh well. This guy is just going everywhere I'm going and I don't like it. Cuts the white line there. Alright, we got us a proper van man behind us. Terrible driving. I'll tell you what as well, because one of the ideas I had was fixing a GoPro facing backwards on the bike. And I think for instances like this, that would be a very good example of how people drive around this particular area. Especially when they're stuck behind a bit of traffic they don't want to be. Oh, I'm sorry, but there's also a car in front of me now, so you're not going to go anywhere, are ya? Nah, of course not. Enjoy the ride, sir. So, oh dear. I went several different directions before I finally picked going this one, because I wanted to go one way, I wanted to go another. It's a bit chilly out as well, so I want to make sure there's like some suitable hot food and drink when I get there as well. Pay a few quid, get a cup of tea, all that kind of jazz. Watch this, he's gonna go left. He's gonna go left, lads. What's your money on? What's your money on? There we go. No, it's still neutral. He's going right. Fucking hell. Some peace at last. Go on. Hey. Makes me sound... Oh, hello. Someone's gone off there. Jeez. I suppose another thing as well. If you're riding with people, or driving, whatever, I suppose it's suitable for all characters really. But if you're riding with people who are likely to slam the throttle down at every opportunity they get, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just moderation is always a good example of a good ride. So oh, you just slow down. Oh, good on you, good on you. Pulled over to let the traffic pass. I wish more people were like you. Why didn't I do that for the van? Because it's a van. And also I was going a suitable pace. To my own belief, but you know, throw your lovely comments down there below, la-di-da-di-da. There's a roundabout, as there is nearby me, there's lots of them, but a common theme with these things is people like to go into them rather than around them. And the issue of that is, obviously, they take out signposts and their own vehicle. Huzzah. So, oh, hello. Lovely wild bird. I always get distracted by wild birds on these roads. I love them. It's it was just another example of someone going too fast and then slamming into the roundabout. In other words, someone doesn't know how to control their vehicle properly, or weren't considering what the road conditions are like, because these things normally happen late in the evening. And as the happening goes, you will always hear that one knobhead revving his engine and speeding up and down the lanes and all that kind of stuff, up and down the streets. Unfortunately, you never hear the crash. They've got a way of hiding that, and it's the strangest thing as well. Speaking of strange, go on, lass, go on. That's a whole new kind of bicycle workout. I'm not keen on that. So my original idea for today was to go over there, and you can see it's quite misty out, and you can see the state of the sun and the clouds and overcast and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you just overtaken a bend, mate. Don't worry about it. Wow. So I was going to set up the bike on one of those hills over there and set up a little time lapse, but I thought, well, because of the weather today and everything, it's going to be a bit chilly, isn't it? So best not to do that. Anyway, I think I rambled on for enough, so what I shall do is leave it there. Have yourselves a lovely weekend. Enjoy. I've got a lot of editing to do. That's not even the USA stuff as well. Jeez. It's just, it's piled up at the moment. And here I am, still recording more videos. Which means, at the end of the day, I've got more content recorded, don't I? Huzzah!